Hello everyone, my name is Star Captain Quinn, and welcome to a new video. I'm going to be talking about the Magical Readathon, made and hosted by G, or Roast, on YouTube. I've participated in the other Magical Readathons, and I am super excited about this one and all the hard work that G's put into it. This readathon takes place all of September, and there's also another little prompt for a character creation that is until the end of April 2022. So let's get started with showing off my journal. I have a journal dedicated for the readathon. I pretty much in the beginning just pasted all the histories and the people and things that G created. It's a whole bunch of just like amazing work. And Logan created these, I guess, portraits of the people. And then here's the page dedicated to my character. I can come a little closer. I can link this pic crew, but I do plan on drawing him. His name is Ezekiel, or Zeke for short, and I will talk about him in a little bit. Here is the Novice path, which is the first part of the readathon. And here are the prompts. And for this, each page, each spot on the journey, I created a little page for. So it has like the title of the location and the prompt. And I do have it for all the other pages. I just haven't written it out yet. Now that I talked about my journal, which I'm very excited for, let's go on to the books. The first stop on the Novice path is the entrance, so you would read a book with a map. The book that I chose for this prompt is All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. I don't know much about this book other than there are pirates and our main character is trying to control their powers. The next stop is The Ashthorn Tree, a book that keeps tempting you or is top of your TBR. And I chose The Martian by Andy Weir. This year, one of my goals is to read this book, so I thought I would pop it in here. I'm sure most of you know what this is about, but someone gets sent to Mars and gets stuck there. And that's all I know, and that's all I want to know. So this is my pick. The next stop is The Mist of Solitude. Read a standalone. Now, I surprisingly had a hard time finding a standalone, but I do have The Chosen and the Beautiful by Nevo. This is a kind of 1920s Gatsby-esque with a hint of magical realism. That's all I know. The next stop is Ruin of the Sky. Read a book featuring ghosts or haunted houses or other supernatural elements. For this prompt, I chose Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. I know this has necromancy in it, and I believe ghosts, so this is my choice. The next stop on the path is Obsidian Falls. Read a thriller or mystery book. And I chose by Stephen King. This is a book about an author who gets kidnapped by someone who really likes their books. That's all I know. You can see a theme here. The next stop on the path is Tower of Rumination. Read a 5-star prediction. I don't really have a 5-star prediction, but I did choose one that hopefully I'll have a lot of fun with. This is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Manning-Scalco. I also don't know much about this. I know that there's a demon involved, maybe, and it seems pretty exciting. And the last stop of the Novice Path is the Orilium Academy arc, book with a school setting. And I chose Never Kissed Your Roommate by Feline Harms. I also don't know much about this other than it's set in a boarding school and there's romance. So these are all the books that I'm hoping to read. For the Novice Path, you'll need to read 2 of these to accomplish the readathon, but I hope to read all of them. It would be really, really exciting. There are also prompts for your character, and these prompts are for like background stuff for your character. So you have like background, province, and heritage. So Ezekiel, he is a wildling. So he grew up mostly in the forest and not in the city. And for that prompt, I would read a book largely set in a forest or outside. I chose The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is an omnibus of the trilogy, but I believe I read somewhere that he meant it to be read all in kind of one go, in like one book. I did get a little bit into it, but I'm gonna still count it because for me it's a honker and it's a little intimidating. So this is the book I picked for that prompt. The next prompt is the province. So this, I believe, is the province of where they are currently living. And I chose the province of Etheria, which is read a book that features fae or elven characters. I have Hounded by Kevin Hearn. For heritage, Ezekiel is a half elf and half Illyrian. So for the prompt for elf, it's a moon with stars on the cover or title. And for that, Dune by Frank Herbert. I believe these count as stars up here, and that's what I'm going to go with. I also don't know much about this. I just know it's like a high sci-fi. And for Illyrian, it's book with a crow on the cover or title, or a red book. I picked The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and there's a little teeny crow corvid right there, so I count it. So these would be the 4 books I would read by April of 2022. I chose a little bit of bigger books compared to what I usually read, more intimidating books, because there's such a long time until April. I feel like I could tackle it and it would give me motivation to finish these. So those are my picks for the Magical Readathon. And this is Quinn, signing